show you the classroom mechanic that I use in my clinic. So I use classroom elastic with bi-turbo arm central incisor. I do not recommend put a bi-turbo arm lateral. Why? Because lateral, upper lateral are the weakest teeth in your dentition. So never put your bi-turbo arm lateral. Never put your bi-turbo arm endodontic compromised tooth because they are weak. Every time you put a bi-turbo, the occlusal force are focused on that tooth. So that tooth has to be strong, and that tooth has to be appropriate in the position. For class 2, you always want to put in upper central incisor. The second choice is upper canine. You don't want to put it in under lateral incisor. When you present a case, you always draw this line to show people it's class 2. And the end goal, the goal is to line up these two vertical lines together. And now, the front teeth is retrocline. And do you know how difficult to solve retrocline in by class 2 people? Very difficult. Very difficult. So our mechanic, so we talk about mechanic diagnosis. Now we move to mechanic. The mechanic for the P-bar, I use bi-turbo. For the class 2, I use, so you have bi-turbo, you open the bar immediately. And how do you bring the low dentition forward? You use class 2 elastic. So the anterior bi-turbo will create the bar, open the bar, and intrude the upper. Class 2 elastic, you will bring the mandible forward called mandible jump forward, and also decrease the overjet. When you jump forward, decrease the overjet, you also intrude the low molar. That's how you solve in that class 2. Powerful weapon. You always need to pick up the most powerful weapon you have. The weapon is important. I save money as much as I can. But in terms of choosing the weapon, I wanted the best weapon. That's why we always want to purchase the weapon from the United States. And we have to make 1 billion shoe or clothes to give to America. And they give us 1 fighting chip. 1 billion shoe or 1 chip. That's why the Americans are very rich. They produce the most expensive weapon and they produce a lot of money. They print money day and night. Have you heard about day and night? The day and night, day and night. That's why they are very rich. We respect America because the Americans know how to get rich. We are very rich. Taiwan people are very rich. That's why we make a lot. We have to spend a lot of time to make semiconductors in order to survive. Top selection, up, richer. So I want to frame. So when you have this classroom mechanic, you will retrocline the upper central incisor even more. So what can you do? And when you have this in classroom, you will frame the lower incisor. So in order to prevent this side effect, what we can do is to put high top on the top and low top down below. So is this powerful weapon, making the United States to be able to correct the side effect? Every force you put in follow Newton's law number 3, action and reaction. The weapon you want to choose is to offset the side effect. In other words, you always play with Newton's law number 3. additional assistant. So we have the one. Look at here. We use open coil spring to open up the space. It's a hook slope. So right here, 7 months in treatment, you open up the space, you restore the natural with the ideal size, shape, and you put a bicycle. The bicycle in here is composite resin. Any composite resin is okay. I use a floor resin with a mold. I just inject in the mold and put it in and peel it. Easy. It takes 1 minute to 2 minutes. It's ugly, but it works. Oh, I love this bicycle. And down below, I also use open coil spring to create a space. Every time you have a rotation here, you open up the space, and then you put the places to cover this rotation. And I use glass iron cement in the posterior. If I want to raise the bar, here. Right here. So that's anterior bicuspal and posterior bicuspal and class 2 elastic. So class 2 elastic, class anterior bicuspal is a formula that I choose class 2. With that, you look at the step by step. You'll be surprised that 1 month, 1 year later, you'll be able to solve the problem. You open the bite, and you thread the upper incisor, you create an overjet. And how can you correct the overjet? You use plastic, elastic, and anterior bite trim. And you put it. Wow. The most effective way to learn ortho is short step by step. And the most effective way for you to learn orthopedics is recall step by step and study from there. No more device. 2 years ago. Look at the shape of the article. Beautiful article. What did I do? Nothing. Just choose the right way. Put a wire, press the wire, that's it. And sometimes you put an open coil spring to create a space, put a microphone, and give the patient class 2 elastic. And we're done. And one more time. The shape of the slot and the shape of the line is totally different. That's why, once I understand the optimum, I will never ever go back to Dental. I'm sorry. But I use Dental for over 10 years. I love Dental. But optimum is an upgrade position. I love it. Summary. Number one, to think the diagnosis and treatment plan. For me, orthodontic is a logic game. I train young doctors to think, not to do step by step. But you have to show step by step to help young generation to understand. I use powerful weapons, which is optimal. Why? Because I get better talk control. Number three, I have additional assistance. Bicameral, elastic, open coil spring. That's it. Most of my weapons in my office, I only use these things. Learn more about class 2 elastic. If you want to learn more class 2 elastic, I think 2024, we published a class 2, typical class 2 case. It's a class 2 division 1. And we published right here. So if you are interested to read about my class 2 mechanic, this is a good article. And I want to take this moment to honor my professor, Dr. Jim from Indiana, United States. Indiana is from the United States, not from India. When I give a lecture somewhere, they say, oh, let's welcome Christian from India. Oh, why? Because you graduate from Indiana. Indiana is the United States, not India. Indian English is different from Taiwan English. So my mentor told me, we've been together for the past 36 years. We never had conflict. I treat my mentor like my father. And it's better for you as a young